from Europe often come into Singapore as a first port of call. They're looking at the ASEAN region as a whole, and see Singapore as a place to set up a sort of safe haven base to move beyond. Over recent years, we've been hearing of the UK, and in particular London, as being promoting itself as an attractive place to bridge into Europe. Does the city itself promote that, and do you have a lot of experience with that?
Yes, but it's not just Europe. The way the world seems to me is going is that after many years of leadership, as a neutral word, by economic blocs like the United States, the Soviet Union, going further back, empires, we now have a number of newer blocs, single countries, India, China, Brazil, and partly, and the European Union, partly in response to that, and partly anyway, other countries not as big as the ones I've just mentioned are forming themselves in various ways and at various stages into economic groupings. ASEAN is the obvious example here, but other ones, countries in East Africa, countries in the southern half of countries in the southern half of Africa, countries in the Spanish-speaking countries in Latin America, and the Trans-Pacific Partnership, bringing together, in this sense, countries in Southeast Asia and West Asia, and countries on the other side of the Pacific. And of course, Singapore was a founder of the Trans-Pacific Partnership and a very active proponent of ASEAN. And what that means is all the time there are developing new channels of opportunity, new markets, and what London has done down the centuries, whether by former times sending sailing ships around the world, and more recently with electronic links, it has been very keen and continues to be very keen to pursue these new channels of opportunity and these new markets. So that to look at a map, you would see the UK is on the geographical edge of Europe, and we are a gateway to Europe. If you view it from here, very similar legal system, same language, very complementary institutions, attitudes and approaches to business. If, as I was a couple of weeks ago, you are in Calgary, in the oil business, you see Toronto as your gateway to oil exploration and activity in the rest of the Americas, and you see London as your gateway to oil and gas business in the rest of the world. So London is really a gateway from anywhere to anywhere. That's how we've made our living down the centuries. Singapore is going in much the same direction, which is why I think the two are very